日本 EU の関係強化は、我が国及びインド太平洋地域の平和や繁栄を一層強化するものであります。また、強固で安定した日 EU 関係は、法の支配に基づく自由で開かれた国際秩序を維持強化する上でも不可欠であります。本日、日 EU 間の協力について、その歩みを振り返り、今後の協力強化を見据えて、首脳共同声明を発出いたしました。安全保障分野においては、双方の優先事項である防衛産業基盤強化に向け、産業界を中心とする防衛産業対話の立ち上げに向けた協力を進めること、日本 EU 情報保護協定の正式交渉を開始することで一致いたしました。国際情勢が激動の時代を迎える中、価値や原則を共有するパートナーである EU との間では、安全保障面での認識のすり合わせをしていく重要性が高まっております。ウクライナ、中東、東アジアの安全保障は相互につながっております。欧州とインド太平洋の安全保障が不可分であるとの共通認識のもと、本日のような首脳会談の機会を含め、さまざまなレベルで国際情勢の対応について協議を開いて議論を重ねてまいります。経済面では WTO を中核とする多角的貿易体制を守ることを含め、安定的で予測可能なルールに基づく自由で公正な経済秩序の維持、強化に共に取り組むことで一致をいたしました。日本 EU ハイレベル経済対話の拡大を決定するとともに、双方が競争力を高め、経済安全保障やグローバルな課題の解決に貢献すべく、競争力アライアンスを立ち上げました。本日の協議は転換点を迎える国際情勢のもと、望ましい国際秩序の維持構築のために、日本と EU が G7 などのパートナーとともに取り組んでいくことの意義を改めて強く感じる機会となりました。昨日、コスタ議長及びフォンデアライエン委員長が関西万博を訪問されたことに感謝を申し上げます。万博を通じて、日本と欧州との文化、人的交流が一層深まることを期待をいたしております。ありがとうございました。以上であります。
ありがとうございます。続きまして、コスタ議長、お願いいたします。
First of all, let me thank Prime Minister Ishiba for hosting us here in Tokyo for our 30th summit. It is always a pleasure to visit Japan. Yesterday, I was truly inspired by the spirit of Osaka Expo, a place where innovation, culture, sustainability, and global cooperation meet. In many ways, it reflects the values that unite the European Union and Japan. Japan is the European Union's closest partner in the Pacific. Our partnership with Japan is not just strategic. It is based on shared principles and common vision. It is rooted in our respect for democracy, human rights, a rules-based international order, and multilateralism. In today's complex geopolitical environment, the European Union-Japan partnership stands as a model of principled, reliable cooperation. Today's summit is about strengthening that partnership with concrete actions, especially in three key areas: security and defense, multilateralism, trade, and economic security. Security and defense are now at the core of the European Union's global engagement. Europe's security is interlinked to the security of the Indo-Pacific. Japan was the first country in the region to conclude the strategic and defensive partnership with the European Union, and we are determined to deepen it. I welcome the launch of the negotiations of a Security of Information Agreement, and today we also committed to closer cooperation in maritime security, cyber, space, hybrid threats, non-proliferation, and defense industry. We reaffirm our shared commitment to multilateralism. The United Nations and the United Nations Charter, marking their 80th anniversary, and remain essential pillars of peace and global cooperation. This includes standing up for sovereignty and territorial integrity in Ukraine, in the Middle East, here in the Indo-Pacific, and everywhere in the world. It also includes tackling global challenges like climate change. We will work together to deliver a successful and ambitious outcome at the upcoming COP30. Lastly, on the economic front, our economic partnership agreement is the largest ever concluded by the European Union. It has delivered real benefits for companies and consumers on both sides. Our bilateral trade flows have grown by 20% since it is implemented. We are united in defending a predictable, rules-based economic order with the WTO at its core. And in a world of growing uncertainty, we are also stepping up joint efforts to boost economic security and resilience. The new Competitiveness Alliance we launched today is an important step forward, and President von der Leyen will elaborate on this point further. Thank you very much.
I also want to thank you, Prime Minister Ishiba, for hosting us here at the 30th EU-Japan Summit. And indeed, like my friend Antonio Costa, I saw yesterday the Osaka World Expo, very impressive, outstanding. It showed us something Japan does uniquely well, and that is blending tradition with innovation. And that's what the Expo is all about. It was truly a memorable visit. Dear Shigeru, first and foremost, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations on your successful negotiations on a tariff deal with the United States. This summit between the European Union and Japan comes at the right time. The world is changing rapidly. For strategic partners like us, it means being even more closer to face the realities of our times. And indeed, we are facing rising pressure on two main fronts. The first is geoeconomics, with growing trade tensions and uncertainty, fragile supply chains, the challenge of overcapacity and unleveled playing fields. And on the other hand, geopolitics, with rising threats to our shared stability and interests, from the battlefields in Ukraine to the waters of the Indo-Pacific. Today was about providing common answers and acting together. So let me start indeed with competitiveness. We know competitiveness begins at home. Europe is doing its part. We are investing heavily in innovation. We are improving the business climate and cutting red tape. But in today's world, competitiveness has to be built with trusted partners, such trusted partners as Japan. Together, Europe and Japan